So let me unpack the reality. Now, what we are talking about is a parent who is dealing with a child who does not listen, or maybe as a parent, you're dealing with a child who breaks rules repeatedly, a child who disrespects authority, a child who embarrasses you in public, or a child who is a runaway, a child who does not want to stay at home, a runaway child who will always find the slightest excuse to run away from home and go and stay with other people. That is the kind of leadership that I'm talking about. Leadership when parenting feels like a battle. And I want to state that this kind of struggle feels very personal because whoever is involved is not a stranger to you, but your own child, your own blood. And so the pressure comes both from within and from outside. From within, because you struggle with questions like, where did I go wrong as a mother or as a father to this child? Or where am I failing as a parent? Those are the within struggles that you hold daily, that you think and rethink about daily. And from outside, you also have to bear the harsh judgments from teachers, from friends and relatives, from the society, and even the comparisons with other children. And in those moments, your emotions arise. You brood in anger, you brood in shame, you brood in frustrations and some kind of helplessness that only your inner being can explain. Yes, very, very tough. But you have to live with it. Now, let me give you a real life scene of how such a situation may present itself. One, maybe you are in a public place and your child talks back very aggressively, or they ignore you very openly, or maybe they behave in a way that draws attention in the community where you are, so that everybody focuses on you. And suddenly you feel exposed. And in that moment, there is strong temptation to react quickly, to react loudly, and to assert control immediately. Not for the child, but for the people watching, because you have to be in control anyway. And here is where many of us as parents go wrong, because we end up disciplining from emotions and not from intention. So that correction at this particular point becomes shouting, shaming, harsh reactions, and inconsistency. Yes, well, this kind of disciplining can may control the moment, but it does not actually build the child. And even you, as a parent, it reduces you to a firefighter. And this brings us to a question that I constantly ask myself, that what does leadership look like in parenting? And I think I have an answer to it, subject to our views, of course, in this conversation. As you listen, you also have your views. I think, from my point of view, leadership in parenting is not about control, it is about guidance with consistency. So that a leader parent needs to understand some of these 5 things. One, behavior is communication, very key. As a parent, you need to understand that any behavior displayed by a child is communication. So that the child may be expressing something like frustration, something like lack of boundaries, need for attention, or just confusion about their limits. Two, you need to separate the child from the behavior. Leader, parent needs to separate the child from the behavior. So at this particular moment, look at the behavior and correct that particular behavior without attacking the identity of the child. Three, stay consistent, not emotional. Children don't respond well to explosive reactions. They work well with predictable boundaries. Four, as much as possible, try to correct privately. Public correction often creates shame, not growth. And lastly, be the mirror. Model what you expect. Because again, as a leader parent, you cannot demand emotional control while displaying none. Because children tend to copy what they say than what they are told. So let me say this carefully, that a difficult child will stretch your leadership more than an easy one ever will. But that does not mean you are failing as a parent. No. It also does not mean that you are irresponsible. It actually means that you're just being invited to deeper parenting, and you should take it in stride and walk it. It is not an easy path. It's not an easy path. As a parent who is raising a child who challenges you daily, who pushes every boundary, who makes you question yourself, I have a word for you because it's one of the toughest paths that you can walk. Now, this is what I have for you. Take it in. One, you're not just managing behavior, you are shaping a human being. Very key. And you should get to know that for